Hey everyone, how's it going? It's been a bit since we've had a sit-down chat on the main channel like this, and I'm gonna be honest, it feels fucking weird. I do feel a bit nervous about it, and I'll explain exactly why. It's odd because this did used to be the main channel for my main connection, main method of communication with my audience, and it just has, over the past year, become not that. I guess we should talk about the elephant in the room. I made a mistake, didn't I? Beginning of this year, I split up my main channel into a bunch of different things. I basically segregated different stuff that I did into different places. You got VODs on its Lasboy VODs. You got more fun, laid-back videos on its Lasboy. You got video essay content type stuff on this channel. You got my streams over on Twitch. You got podcasts over on the network. And it felt like the right choice at the time. It really felt like the right thing I was doing, like making sure everything had a home in the right place and I could focus on all of it separately, and it would just bring me so much more happiness in terms of making content. In the past, like, I don't know, man, it's been maybe a couple months, I've just felt like fucking shit about making anything. And after talking with the guys on Discord last night a little bit, I came to this realization, I came to this understanding that the reason is because of that choice I made. The reason I feel like shit whenever I make anything is because I've segregated everything and watered down my own, I guess, brand to the point where, like, I don't have an identity anymore. Like, what the fuck is lasers? What, like, I just don't know anymore. So the plan, okay, is to remedy this. So I just want to take some time to talk about, you know, why I did what I did, what exactly went wrong, and what I'm going to do to sort of fucking fix this shit, because I'm just at a point where, like, I'm just not happy with what I'm doing. And hopefully you'll give me a time, you'll listen. And that's my, like, anxiety talking of, like, people don't give a shit about me. It's so weird, man. The reason I fucking split up my channel in the first place is because I had this voice in the back of my head saying, like, you know, the people that are watching, you know, these 160,000 people, whatever it was at the time, you know, they don't care about you, man. Why you got so much personality in this video? Why have you uploaded this highlight from a podcast? Why aren't you just putting out unbiased, hour-long breakdowns of video games, retrospectives, video essays? Why aren't you doing that stuff? That's what people subscribe for. That's what the people want, man. They don't want you. And that, like, fucking ate away at me to the point where I just decided I needed to split everything up. I was like, the content that I want to make, the stuff that's me, the stuff that was inherently the point of lasers, I decided to remove from the channel. And I removed a few things. Like, some stuff had to go, don't get me wrong. Assassin's Creed news coverage, yes, I'm glad I stopped that being the focus. Podcasts, yes, they needed their own home. It got a bit too spammy at a point with so many podcasts coming out. Streams, yes, they needed to find a new home, but mainly for the VODs. I think if I was to do things different, what I'd probably do is stream from lasers, put the VODs on a separate channel, and call it a day. But now I've moved to Twitch, that's sort of the home for that, so I'm kind of happy with what that's doing. I feel pretty good about that. And if you don't follow me on Twitch, I have not even fucking announced it properly on this channel yet, have I? Because I just have not used this channel correctly. I've not been utilizing it. I've not been engaging with it. It's been, it's so weird, man, in my head. I'm telling you, I'm fucked. So I do stream on Twitch now. So if you're one of the people that's wondering why doesn't he stream anymore, I do. I just have not told you properly what I'm fucking doing. I stream on Twitch now. The link is down in the description. And that's where I'll continue to stream. So that's what's happening there. But also what I did towards the end of all of this, after stripping pretty much everything away, I then stripped the final thing away, which was all personality. I decided that lasers had to become this brand where all it put out was, hour-long video essays, retrospectives, critiques. That's all I could put out. That's all I could do. Whenever I put out something like a quickfire topics, I just felt wrong. I couldn't do it. Whenever I put out like a video covering a new piece of information that I thought was interesting, given my take on it, that felt wrong. I couldn't do that. And it just got to the point where I had to move everything around. And I don't know why I felt like that. What I really should have been doing was tackling the issue of, like, why the fuck do you feel like that about your own fucking YouTube channel? And why do you not feel able to put everything that you want on that channel? I should have been tackling that problem, but instead I decided, well, I need to split everything up, I guess. And I just don't know why. I still don't know exactly why that happened, and I just need to not do that. Lasers, from when I started my channel, it was always supposed to be video games, but also me, you know? It was supposed to be personality in there. It was supposed to be having a laugh, fucking around, and talking about video games while I do it. And that's not to say that I can't do those big video essay pieces, because I love making them, but that doesn't need to be all that I do. And I think a lot of people have been a lot of people have told me. I think a lot of people did try to tell me when I made the split, when I was like, I'm going to do It's Last Boy, and I'm going to have It's Last Boy VODs, and I'm going to do this and that. I think a lot of people did say, wait, why though? And why are you doing this? Like, maybe for some stuff, yeah, like, you want to make better quality stuff, sure, but, like, why are you taking quickfire topics off? Why aren't you putting this video on? Like, I put out a video for Saints Row on It's Last Boy, and a lot of people were like, why isn't this a main channel video? And in my head, I'm like, because it's not, right? Like, it's just a basic video, but, like, but it's me, and it's my opinion, and it's a talking point, it's a relevant topic. Why isn't it on lasers? Why? And I just have got this warped idea of what the channel became, and it became not an extension of myself and an outlet for me. It became like this corporate brand that I own, that I have to manage and do correctly, and it's just, that's not what lasers is supposed to be. If you take a look at like my uploads during the advent calendar, that's when I'm having the most fun, man. When I'm just putting out just tons of shit, everyone's getting engaged and having a laugh, and it just feels so alive. And the past 6, 7, 8 months have just not been that, man. They've just not. It's just been this mess of incohesion, and I think it's partly due to the fact that I've been going through a lot of shit. And again, I've not really told you about this because I've talked about it on Twitter, I've talked about it on It's Last Boy, I've talked about it on Twitch, but I've not mentioned it here. I've not talked about myself because I felt that people don't care about me. It's so weird, I just don't know where that came from. But yeah, I've been dealing with a lot of shit health-wise. It's been fucking fucked. I had surgery recently, and there's still issues that I'm dealing with. And I think partly that and just the mental state of COVID and everything has like driven me to this point where like I just didn't really know what I was fucking doing anymore. And yeah, I've just been struggling quite a bit. And I think it really all came out last night, and I figured out, you know, where I'd gone wrong content-wise. And lasers should be more than what it currently is. So what's the plan, though? That's really the point here, isn't it? What am I actually going to do moving forward? And I'm sure I'll put timestamps in the description to, you know, navigate you to the bit that you want to get to. Again, that's me being like, people don't want to hear about your own personal issues. People don't want to hear about that. They just want to know what you're going to do with the content. I just need to stop, man. It's actually a fucking issue. Like, this is my fucking channel. Why am I so nervous? I don't know what's wrong with me, man. I don't know. But the plan is to take content that I've been putting on It's Last Boy and make it on this channel now as well, because there is no reason why it should not be hit. My Breath of the Wild videos, why shouldn't they be on this channel? Why not? They're really well edited. It's all about me. It's all about a video game. Why are they not on this channel? There's no reason for it. My stuff that I made on Saints Row, why are they not on this channel? It doesn't make sense why they're not here. I don't really understand why. Twitch clips, maybe. Like, it's all about me. This channel should be focused on me and video games. It's both of the things combined. That's what makes lasers what it is, and I've just not been focusing on that. Quickfire Topics needs to fucking return. What am I doing, man? And maybe even some wish lists in the future as well. I want lasers to be lasers again. I want it to be what it was supposed to be, and I want to feel like it's my fucking home, not some thing that I manage. You know what I mean? It's just been fucking weird, man. And I think that's just where we're going to go with lasers from now on, is content is going to be on fucking lasers. If I want to make like a side commentary that's not main channel material, if it's just me chatting to a camera or just me chatting with some gameplay behind it, then it can go on It's Last Boy, alright? If there's some other shit like random clips or whatever it might be, It's Last Boy is kind of the place for that. It's a dumping ground is really what I want to make it. It's a dumping ground for side content, for other stuff that I want to put out. Not quite as much of a dumping ground as Lasers Rhymes, which you might not even know exists, but we're not going to go into that. Not quite as much of a dumping ground as that, but something a bit more of like, you know, I can put really low effort shit on there. Stuff that I don't have to edit can go on there. You know what I mean? Whereas lasers will be all my edited content, actually good stuff, but more personal stuff too. It doesn't have to just be my video essays. Like, what the fuck am I thinking? Turning my channel into just a channel for fucking video essays when the whole reason I started YouTube was for me. It was for personal growth. It was, I wanted to gain confidence. I wanted to gain a skill set. That's what my channel is and became. It was always about me. Like, when I was making Assassin's Creed news, like, why did someone want to watch me over someone else? It wasn't because I covered the news better, because I didn't. It was because of me. Like, you know, and I'm not for everyone, 100%. Like, not everyone loves me, and that's kind of the point. Like, if everyone could love me, and that's what I was trying to do, I was trying to make sure that everybody out there could tune into my content, then it wouldn't be lasers, would it? That's not really the point. You know, the people that like me because it's me, and that my videos have fucking personality to them, and we have a fucking laugh, and we have a good time, and we're a community. But I feel like I've driven everyone away, and I've driven a wedge between us, and I don't know, I've made the wrong choices when it comes to my channel, and it's taken me in a direction that I don't fucking like, man. And I want the channel to be me again. I want it to be focused on the content that I want to make. And does that mean I'm going to stop making the big videos? Fuck no. I love making the big videos. They're going to keep coming. Saints Row retrospective coming soon. I got Shadow of War video that I want to make. I want to make a Skyrim retrospective for the 10-year anniversary. I've been playing a fuck ton of Skyrim and it's consuming my life. And I want to make those videos. But I also want, you know, to just throw up a quick fire topics one day on lasers. I want you to just like see in your sub box, oh, there's a video on lasers today. What is it? Is it a big video essay or is it just me fucking around? Is it me experiencing Breath of the Wild for the first time? Is it a quick fire topics? You know, it's those sorts of things that make the channel feel like it's got personality, makes it feel alive, and I'm just sorry, man. I apologize for this fucking fumble. I've just been struggling, and I think I just made some dumb choices. But it's not going back, all right? That's the one thing I want to like stress is we're not just reverting to what we used to do, because it's gonna be different, but it's pushing forward in a way that's true to what this channel is supposed to be. And I think that's the most important thing, is it's taking everything that I've learned and all the content that I'm producing and focusing it and putting it in the place that it belongs. And hopefully you guys are with me for this. I'm sure there's going to be a few people, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm sure there's going to be a few people that are like, well, I only subscribed for the unexpected success of Horizon Zero Dawn, for the do we still love Shadow of Mordor, whatever I called that video, or, you know, we're only here for the big retrospectives. There's going to be some people that are only here for that, the same as when I switched up from just doing AC focus. There were people that were just here for Assassin's Creed, and you got to make that risk sometimes. And I think this is a way better risk than taking everything away and stripping it back. Lasers is fucking lasers, and I want it to remain that way, and I want to focus on it, and I want it to be a channel I can fucking love again. I don't want to look at a best bits highlights of the year and every single clip is from a different channel. You know what I mean? I don't want to look at the best bits of 2021 and every single clip, every single moment, every single highlight is from It's Lazboy or Twitch or Four Pillars Network, with 0 clips being from Lasers, because that's what it's going to end up being if I keep going down the route I'm going, is that Lasers has no highlights, no memorable moments, no funny, memorable times, none of that shit. And that feels like shit, and that's a big wake-up call that I need to sort this shit out. So, thank you guys for listening. I really appreciate you taking your time to sit down and have a listen to what I had to say. I hope that you're on board with me. I hope you're looking forward to what's to come, and I feel relieved. I feel like this, I don't know, it's freeing to be able to be like, well, Lasers is my fucking channel again. I've taken control of it again. I've taken it back, and I'm actually going to produce the shit that I want to make. I'm going to put out stuff that I want to put out. It's not just going to be these big video essays. If I make something I want to make, fuck, it can go on Lasers. People can watch it. You know what I mean? It feels good. It feels fucking good to just be doing that shit again and be in a position that makes sense. And also, I'm going to re-upload some stuff from It's Lazboy 2. Partially because, you know, exposure, it can get some more exposure, but partially because I feel it deserves to be here. I'm proud of it, and I don't want it on some side channel. I want to put it here. So, like, me and Elf are playing through Doki Doki Literature Club, edited down into just a funny fucking good time. That can go on this channel. You know, my first time experiencing Breath of the Wild, that can go here as well. Maybe my Persona stuff as well, that can go on this channel too. And I can start putting more of that stuff on in between the big projects, and it's not going to be spammy at all. It's not going to be ridiculous amounts of content. It's going to be perfectly spaced out, and it's going to keep the channel alive, and it's going to give it some fucking flavor. And I'm so much looking forward to that. And for anyone wondering, because I haven't really talked about it, all podcasts now are over on the Four Pillars Network, which I will link below. That's where we do our As Always podcast, like we always used to, as well as the Four Pillars podcast is now a thing. I know I've not really talked about this on the main fucking channel very much, which is so dumb. I don't know why I haven't. And as well as that, like I said, streams are all over on Twitch now. So I'm on Twitch. So head to the link in the description, twitch.tv/It's Lazboy, and head over there and give me a follow. We're doing some streaming, some Halo flights. I've been doing Final Fantasy 14 every Friday, which has been fun as fuck, as well as I'm playing through Kena Bridge of Spirits, and Breath of the Wild is the other thing that I'm doing, and then I'm going to head on to Persona 5 Strikers, the original Final Fantasy 7. I want to do a bunch more of the Dark Souls games, so there's a ton of stuff to do and a ton of stuff going on. And I just did the fucking Life is Strange True Colors, which is incredible. It's such a banger of a game, and I've got a video essay coming out for that very soon on this channel, which I'm really proud of, and it's yeah, I think you guys are going to like that a lot. That's it for this video. I hope you guys are on board, and hopefully you see where I'm coming from. I am pretty happy to be getting back to my roots, to be able to just do what I should be doing and should have been doing this whole time. But yeah, it should be good shit, and I'll have some more. I'll have some of those re-uploads coming over the next few days, the next few weeks. I'll try and space them out a little bit, along with new content. But I want to get like the Breath of the Wild one out soon, so I can get part 2 up pretty soon after and stuff. But there's, a couple bits and bobs that I'll be popping out on this channel. If you've already seen it, then obviously I apologize, but there's new stuff coming too. So there is that. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all soon for something new. All right, catch you later, everyone.